All right, our next example in section 10.3 involves solving equations with radicals on both sides. So what you'll notice in my equation for example 3, I have the square root of 2x minus 1 is equal to the square root of x plus 4. So since the radical is on both sides of my equation, I can actually square both sides to get rid of both of those square root symbols. So when I square the left and the right, I am left with 2x minus 1 is equal to x plus 4. And this now just becomes a normal equation that we really spent a lot of time working on at the beginning of the school year, solving an equation with variables on both sides. So our goal moving forward now will be to move the x terms to one side and the constant or the number terms to the other. So there's a couple of ways to solve it, but the way that I chose to solve this equation was I started by adding 1 to both sides, and this left me with 2x is equal to x plus 5. My next and final step was to subtract x from both sides, and this left me with x is equal to 5. So my solution here is 5. And again, if you were to plug this in to the original equation and replace x with 5, they would come out to be equal statements. So here are the next two monitoring progress problems. Go ahead and click pause and give both of these problems a try, and then I will show you the solutions and all the work to get there. So in number 7, my solution was x is equal to 8. And in number 8, the solution, you could have left it as a fraction, so n could be equal to 1/4, or if you prefer to write it as a decimal, n is equal to 25 hundredths. So if you did not get those solutions, just go ahead and pause, look through the work again. And like I said, hopefully you're finding this section to be a little bit easier than what we were working on before with our quadratic equations. But if you're still struggling and need a little bit of extra help, that is totally fine. Send me an email and I'm happy to help with whatever you may need.